if we have two people investing from their savings, the first one invests $50,000 and the other $200,000, which investment in your opinion is riskier? Well, if I tell you that the 50K investor has only 40K savings in the bank left and the other investor still has $10 million in the bank, maybe your risk judgment has a little bit changed right now because you've compared the invested money to the savings. Let's give you more information. The guy investing 50K has been investing for 5 years successfully, and that's how he achieved the 90K savings, while the 200K investor has never invested in his life and he is uncertain about that industry he has already invested in. You see that describing a risky situation depends on few factors like resources, backup plan, knowledge and expertise. In the same room, a risk definition could vary from a person to person. Let's make an example of a CEO sitting in a meeting with an innovation manager, engineer and a marketing manager. As he proposed the new innovation project to them, they all complained about the risk. So let's dig deeper what risk really means for each one. The innovation manager is actually comparing the benefit of salary raise when the project succeeds to the potential loss of his position when the project fails. The question now is not why is he afraid of losing the trust of his CEO in him, but why does he think about the failure of the project while he is an innovation manager and he should be used to such projects? Those situations could happen to people when they have little or no idea about how to build a solution or to solve a problem. And in our innovation manager case, maybe he didn't know exactly how to do that invention technology. Well, this leads us to our engineer's risk definition. The engineer is not sure about how to build that technology and if this technology will work, because the knowledge required to build that invention is higher or bigger than his expertise and knowledge zone. His imagination is able to manifest clearly the CEO's vision, but his rational brain tells him that he doesn't know exactly how to build it. With that, the feeling of uncertainty, insecurity, and unclarity will be spelled out as risk. So the reality is that the uncertainty is not about the result, but about the path how to achieve that result. To lower that called risk, you need to decrease the gap of knowledge and experience needed to create that solution through building the right teams. Even though the clarity is still there, keep in mind that every invention project is not only about developing new things, it is about developing your expertise. This growth happens when you overcome technical problems you think you cannot solve until you do it. That's how certainty and confidence are built. Now, where does our marketing manager see the risk? Our marketing manager has a good overview about the market dynamics and knows how many products have failed, although the technology worked flawlessly. So his concerns are mainly in the product market fit, when the potential customer doesn't buy. Companies are investing in their inventions to expand their portfolio and to have more revenues and profit. And if the invention doesn't turn into innovation, all that spent money and effort in developing that invention will be lost. So to reduce that risk, our marketing manager suggested a fundamental market research, talking to potential customers in earlier stages of ideation, invention, and innovation, and building MVPs and asking for feedback from customers to iterate and adapt fast. So when you think a plan or project is risky, ask yourself first why. Don't relate the risk judgment to personal goals and try to mitigate the big loss or uncertainty. Every successful innovation started with clear vision and a clear path that requires solving unfamiliar problems. So let uncertainty and hesitance be your friends. Execute the little first risky steps to increase clarity and be prepared for mistakes and losses. Otherwise, if you want to play the game of certainty, you and your company will have the risk of losing the spirit of trying new things to come up with innovations. Innovation is a new complicated recipe spiced up with a buying customer. So don't hesitate to take the risk to fail the first few times to get the delicious recipe. I hope you get value from this video. If you like such tips about turning inventions into innovation, feel free to subscribe to this channel. This Walid. Ciao.